Welcome to Comet Computer Private Limited, e-learning program of hardware and networking. We are going to see about BSOD, which is nothing but blue screen of death. So this blue screen is a big problem for a desktop administrator and for the end users who are all using the desktop or laptop. This mostly seems to be coming in the laptops, right? Compared to desktops, you'll see more errors in the laptops. So if any user is getting the blue screen, what happens is he may be preparing a PowerPoint presentation for client discussion, or he is in a client discussion meeting. So suddenly the blue screen comes, you will get disconnected from all the connections, right? So you cannot continue the work. At least you have to reboot and wait for 5 minutes to get this laptop in current condition, working condition. So it is going to interrupt the working of a particular associate. So this is definitely a disturbance for them, and it will be reaching the desktop administrators as a issue ticket. So they have to find out the reasons for this blue screen error and fix the issues. So blue screen means there is some problem happening in operating system level or hardware level which is causing the OS to malfunction, and suddenly Microsoft operating system is throwing a blue screen. Okay, so if you are seeing the screen with message or without message, you can definitely understand there can be a modification in your hardware, software, memory, whatever it is, which is causing the problem. So it is desktop administrator's responsibility to find out the reason and fix the issues. So sometimes we'll get the message, so it will be very clear. We can easily find out. Sometimes we will not. So we'll try our own troubleshooting methods, whatever we are going to discuss now, and then we'll try to fix the issues. But some of the time we are not able to do it, so we'll raise a ticket with Microsoft. They'll ask for the memory dump and other system-related logs. Once we provide it, they will do the research in their lab and come out with the solution. If there is no other issue, it's a one-time issue. So what they will suggest, go for formatting the laptop and just go for a new installation. So based on that input, we'll also go for a new installation. So there are multiple options available for fixing the issues. Let us go through the troubleshooting steps in BSOD. So how to troubleshoot? So this problem occurs mainly during the upgradation of the operating system, first level. So currently maybe your operating system is Windows 7 and we are going for in-place upgrade of Windows 7 to Windows 10. It means that I'm directly upgrading the operating system. In-place upgrade means without changing anything, modifying the hardware and installing the software. Whatever it is, as is, I'm just going for a in-place upgrade. So Windows 10 by default has some limitations in the hardware support as well as application support. So suppose if your Windows 7 had a different application which is not supported by Windows 10, so after Windows 10 installation or during the installation of Windows 10 itself, your operating system will get interrupted, you'll get the blue screen. So you have to restart. So now the options are available that just to roll back to previous settings. So you will get at least Windows 7 to the previous working state. Otherwise, sometimes what will happen, even if you restart and see the operating system is already in the mid of upgradation, so you'll be losing the data. So normally what we recommend is please take a backup of the laptop data, the application inventory, and then proceed with any activity in the system. So if anything goes bad, then definitely we'll be able to restore the system with the data. So we'll not have any problems. So also we'll have to ensure that users are available for next 1 or 2 days, because if they have any critical delivery and during that time if we go and do the activity, what will happen if there is a failure and we will not be able to recover the system, then definitely they are going to fail in their customer demo or customer connectivity model. So we should ensure that there is no major activities in pipeline for them. Otherwise, we have to delay the activity. Once they complete their delivery, then we can take up the Windows and upgrade. So these are all the general process guidelines. This is not the technical input, right? But it is a process related. So get the downtime availability from the end user, get the concurrence from them. At least you need to have 1 or 2 days time for the recovery part. So just check whether he is free for next few days so that you can start working on it. You can also provide him a temporary desktop or temporary laptop so that he will continue his work. Whatever time it is taking, 2 hours or 3 hours during the conversion OS upgrade. So user cannot be idle, right? So obviously you can get the machine in the evening slot and we can work on the upgrade activity. Morning 9 o'clock, we will be able to provide them the desktop with the access application and support. So this is the operations related suggestions. You can do it in your organization. That will be very much helpful for you to get rid of all these kind of problems. So, so how to troubleshoot? Let us move on. Solution one is uninstall application. So as for the change process, right? Change mandatory conditions. If anything happens in your system, maybe operating system related, hardware related, in server, right? In server or in a desktop also. Find out what is the last change you made in your system and bypass that change. Definitely, the system will be back with the as is condition. So in this case, you have done some OS installation or upgradation directly or an application installation directly, because of which the operating system is not having the compatibility and throwing the error. So maybe we can find out by going to the apps and features and uninstall that application, so it will solve the problem. If not, the solution two, disconnect non-essential hardware. Maybe you have connected some of the hardware for installation like printer, scanner, or any external components, right, connected via USB ports. Disconnect those additional hardwares and restart the system and see whether you are able to get the system in online. And once the system is online, you just insert one by one and find out which is causing the problem. Re-downloading the upgrade files. Maybe the file which we have downloaded for upgrading is corrupted. So we'll have to verify downloading it again and do the installation once again, upgradation once again. Performing a clean installation. So always the upgrade is having a problem because we will not be able to do the compatibility check for all the applications because Windows 10 comes with a lot of restrictions in the application. The legacy applications, most of the time it will not work. So we already have a list, and if you want, you can also have a complete Windows 10 machine and install that legacy application once and find out whether you are able to open that application. So we have done that kind of testing in the real environment. So what we used to do, we have taken 5 set of engineers with 5 different desktops, VM desktops. So what we will do, we have more than thousands of applications available in our environment. So in a day, we'll try to cover 100 applications. So the engineer will be given a task of 20-25 applications in a day. So what he or she has to do, he'll take a VM, install that particular software like MS Project, Adobe Acrobat, then lot of tools available for project teams, right? So you'll do all the installation one by one and see any error occurs during the operating system. Once the installation is done and the machine is working fine, we'll take a snapshot and we'll get the new machine. Again, we'll do the installation of other five applications and find out. So likewise, only we did the testing of applications in the Windows 10 environment. Then we find out some of the applications are clean installation working and there is no problem with Windows 10. So we have given go ahead for upgradation of applications in that particular project. So this is the real-time experience what we have. So we can use that and do the testing, and then we can proceed for Windows 10 upgrade. It's a clean. So altogether, what we can do is we can perform a clean installation. It means that take a backup of all your data, move it to some other system, and install this system with Windows 10 as a fresh installation. And then you load the data back and install the application one by one. This is the case where we don't have any compatibility issue with the applications, right? So there is no problem, all Microsoft applications only, so it will work with the Microsoft Windows. So no issues, we can go for a clean installation. So this will also solve the blue screen of death problem. So how to do the clean installation? We have a separate presentation for Windows 10 installation, but here I'm just saying the steps how to proceed on the installation part. So boot with the CD, click next and click install now. It will ask for a product key and other password related options. Provide whatever information is requested. And nowadays it is requesting for minimum input from the end user. So not like a previous operating system installation. So once you completed the installation, you can just log off and log in. You will be able to see the new installation screen. How to troubleshoot blue screen during boot with desktop access. So in desktops, during the boot itself, we are getting the um, blue screen error. So sometimes a user is coming next day morning and it suddenly switch on the system, it is showing a blue screen error. So we don't know what happened, right? So we'll have to find out whether any software update is happened, antivirus update has happened, our device driver is upgraded. So once you get the access to the desktop, you verify and find out and uninstall the updates and driver and install the latest Windows 10 update. So that will solve the problem. Installing latest device driver updates. So you can go to device manager, device driver, device manager. So you can find out the list of hardwares available. So in that you can choose any hardware is having exclamatory symbol. It means it is not having updated driver. So you can update that particular driver alone, or you can update the firmware update for some of the key components. Otherwise, now if you go to vendor website, if it is Lenovo machine, go to Lenovo website. SP machine, go to SP website. They will provide a model-wise firmware upgrade, so you can find out whether the machine has the latest firmware available, and if there is any change, then we can go ahead and download that particular firmware alone and install that into the particular desktop. So that will also solve a lot of problems in blue screen. How to uninstall updates, drivers, and applications. So we'll have to choose the uninstallation option. Go to control panel, uninstall program link. Whatever programs you have installed recently, there will be timestamp available. So you can choose to uninstall and go ahead with the other options. Uninstall device drivers. Again, you'll have to go for device manager. If you right click on the particular device, you will have the option for uninstalling the updates, uninstalling the complete driver, or uninstall the specific updates. So you can choose to uninstall the updates, and then if required, we can also uninstall the drivers. So once you uninstall and refresh, it will scan for a new hardware change. It will install the default drivers for a particular hardware that may be causing problem for the particular hardware. So what we can do, we can uninstall that and we can install a specific device driver from the manufacturer. Say network card, so it is coming with the motherboard, but it takes a default driver from Windows. So otherwise, if it is Realtek card, I'll download the Realtek driver and then I'll install that driver in the desktop. So that will resolve my kind of hardware related issues. So sometimes it may cause problems. So we have to go for downloading and installing only the specific hardware firmware from the manufacturer. Uninstall the software. There are a lot of software installations happening. So if you feel that the last software is creating problem, uninstall that particular software alone. Maybe you can go to programs and features and uninstall it, or you can go to safe mode. From there also you can do the uninstallation process. So mostly this blue screen of death happens because of new hardware or new firmware update or new patch update. So we'll have to segregate the problems because of which we are getting blue screen error. So by doing all this troubleshooting, we should be able to solve the issues. The other one is how to troubleshoot blue screen during boot without desktop access. During the boot itself, how to solve the problem. So normally what happens is that we have connected a lot of hardware and installed the application software for them. So we can uninstall the hardware software installation or disconnect the hardware devices and find out whether you are able to solve the boot related problem. Because if OS loads, then we are getting blue screen error. It means operating system inside the problem. But if before the OS loading itself, we are getting blue screen error, it is maybe because of the hardware which is connected to the endpoint. So during OS loading itself, we are getting the blue screen error. Restore point. So operating system is keeping the settings like a restore point for some time, right? It will take a record of the information and keep it as a restore point. So if you are having problem, then you can choose this restore point option, and you'll be able to get the previous settings. Say you have taken the restore point by November, and this is the December month. So there is a problem occurs. So you are choosing the restore point. So whatever you had during November, you will get that version availability in the desktop or laptop. So that is at least solving the problem. Instead of going with a new OS installation, new application installation, I am just going back 1 month down and taking back my old data. So that will help you for a lot of uses. Safe mode, so you can boot operating system with safe mode, and from there also you can do the uninstallation, clean uninstallation, and then you can restart. It should fix the problem. So Windows 10 updates, so it is happening regularly. So we'll have to find out what is the latest update happened in the particular system and remove that update. That should solve the problems. So all these problems are related with either the operating system upgrade or the firmware upgrade or hardware additions, right? Because of which only mostly we are getting the problem. So if I do the activity reverse, my problems are getting resolved. And major problem occurred during the Windows 7 to Windows 10 upgrade. So that is a OS upgrade related issue. But once we upgrade to all the firmwares, so we didn't face any problem with the users. So if it is happening once in any 6 months or 1 year, only once it has happened, so we need not worry about it. But if it is happening frequently in a day, you are getting three blue screen error, four blue screen error, then your system is at high risk. So we have to take it to the IT team. The IT team will be able to recover the problems. If you are the desktop administrator or laptop administrator for your organization, so you have to follow all these instructions and then come out with the solution. So uh, worst scenario, we'll take a backup and install the new operating system to the laptop or desktop. So that is the discussions we have seen in this presentation. We have come to the end of the topic. Thank you very much.